guys, it's Strawberry Elli here and welcome back to another video of my 30 videos in 30 days challenge, where I'm going to upload a video every single day during the month of June. Now today's topic is going to be about salt. So before I started traveling, I hadn't eaten salt in over 2.5 years. As you may know, I'm a raw vegan and I eat predominantly raw fruits and vegetables. When I started this lifestyle, I was kind of strict, and that carried on through the next 2.5 years. 100% raw, no spices, no oils, mostly no nuts and seeds. Really clean, I would say, even though I don't like that term, but my mindset was really messed up, and I thought all the other food I wasn't consuming in terms of spices and oils and higher fat was like really bad for me and really toxic. So I had a really bad relationship with food, I'd say, and I didn't even notice that because I thought I was eating the cleanest diet on the planet, just raw fruits and vegetables. So when I started traveling, these kind of things changed. My mindset changed. I just realized that sometimes it's just not as convenient when you, let's say you want to go out and just try different foods. They usually use salt and spices in their food, obviously. I still wanted to try them. I wanted to get over my fear of trying these kind of foods because, to be honest with you, what could have happened? Like, if I eat a salty meal once in a while, it's not gonna kill me because the majority of my diet is still raw fruits and vegetables, and if I add a little bit of salt in there, I think that wouldn't have been a big deal. But whatsoever, at that point in my life, I was really afraid of that. I was afraid of how my body would have reacted to it. If I get really bloated, my skin breaks out, all these kind of things people tell you happens when you eat salt. And I was like, oh my god, I haven't eaten salt in like so long, my body will like react crazy and I'm gonna freak out. So I was like, I better not trying it. But whatsoever, the night came and we went out and we went to this amazing raw food restaurant called Divine Earth. Oh my god, in Bali. It was just insane. I love it. And I was like, you know what? I want to be able to be social and I want to try different foods, so I'm just gonna try it. And I ate a meal, and of course what happened, like the first bite was incredibly salty, but the second bite was good. It was really tasty. It was different. I haven't had eaten these kind of like exotic and different kind of dishes in so long, and I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and that's definitely one big thing. If you want to eat out, if you want to be more social, if you want to like try different things, sometimes you have to compromise your diet with it. I don't say you shouldn't eat healthy or whatsoever, and I still know what makes me feel best. I would say I know it now even better because once trying different foods and experimenting with eating more fat and eating more spices and eating more out, I've realized that I'm really happy with the way I'm eating. But I also realized that I don't want to be too strict with myself. If I want to try something, I'm going to do that. And I definitely don't want to fear these foods. I don't want to fear any kind of food. That just brings me back to the years of a really unhealthy relationship with food. The years of restrictive eating I've had, of my really bad eating disorder mindset. And I don't want to go back to these days. I want to be free around food. So if I want to eat a little bit of tahini sauce, which has a small amount of salt in it, I'm gonna enjoy it. Because you know what? Sometimes food just tastes really good if you add a little bit of salt. The only really bad thing about it is that salt is addicting. I'd say I still had some side effects of eating higher amounts of salt and higher amounts of spices, things like garlic and onion. When I wake up in the morning, my face gets a little bit puffy. I can definitely notice it in my eyes. They get like a little bit puffy. When I had a lot of salt the night before, it's like sleepy feeling in your eyes. Another thing is that I definitely noticed some water retention. Now that totally makes sense because salt regulates the fluids in your body. Adding a little bit of salt to your diet is not a bad thing. I want you to not stress about it. The moment I've chosen to eat this food, I didn't stress at all. I was really relaxed and I just enjoyed the moment. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, I feel fine, I'm still alive. I still choose to eat a really clean diet, raw fruits and vegetables with like really low amount of salt. But I'm not afraid of salt anymore. And that's the thing I want to overcome, the fear of a certain type of food, because that's definitely not healthy. I want you to experience how much salt you need in your diet. Everyone is different. Let's just talk about salt for a second and if it's important and beneficial for your body. No, what a lot of people mix up is the difference between salt and sodium. Salt, like the table salt, and salt in like processed food, this kind of salt is not the healthiest. It doesn't really have any nutrients in it, but you definitely need sodium. So sodium helps for your body to retain the right amount of water in your body. That is one reason why when you eat too much salt, your body doesn't know what to do with it and it's going to hold on water. One big thing is sweat daily. I can't stress that enough. Exercise is really important for your health, and when you sweat, you just sweat out all the things your body doesn't need. So if you ate too much salt, you can definitely feel it and you can definitely taste it in your sweat. Your body just get rid of it that way. Sweat daily. Another thing is just drink enough water. Just flush out all the stuff your body doesn't need and you will feel better. When I ate a bit too much salt the night before, the next day I drink like 2 to 3 liters of water before I have a juicy meal, because my body just feels like it. I just feel dehydrated. So everyone is different, and I definitely can't tell you how much salt you need in your diet. Finding a balance is sometimes not the easiest, but I'm trying to. I just want to say that eating a high amount of salt is not healthy. I want you to figure out how much salt is good for you, but in general, too much salt is not good either, because you can get heart disease, you get high blood pressure from it. Too much salt is definitely not healthy. Just find a good balance. So, do I eat salt? I think I already kind of answered that question. Yes, I do. Sometimes I eat it, sometimes I don't. I'm trying to stay away from it and I'm not stressing about it. I'm just trying to keep it as minimal as possible because that's just how I feel my best. That's definitely my tip for you. Just figure out how much salt you need in your diet. As I said, sodium is really essential for you. You can find it in vegetables like greens and tomatoes and celery. They have naturally just a higher amount of salt in it. And if you feel like you need a bit more salt, then try maybe to up your vegetable and greens intake. Everyone is different and you should just try what works best for you. I know from my boyfriend Evan, he eats salt daily and he said he doesn't have any problems with it. He doesn't have any water retention, he just feels normal, he feels good, he enjoys his food, and I think that's the most important point. Just decide for yourself if you want to eat salt on a daily basis, then you just shouldn't cut it out completely. I definitely can see the side effect when I consume salt, and that's just because my body is not used to it. If I decide that I want to eat salt daily and if I don't want to have the side effect anymore, which means having a bit of salt every single day, so my body is able to get used to it. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoy my series of 30 videos in 30 days. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any videos I'm going to upload in the next 30 days. And I hope you have an amazing day, guys. And I'll see you tomorrow in my next video. Bye! Oh my god, adding salt to sweet dishes, by the way, I just say salted caramel sauce. Brenna, you know what I'm talking about.